Hey guys, what's up? This is Mystical along with Bliznade for this week's Free2Play Friday video. This week we're looking at the third-person co-op shooter game Warframe. This game actually just came out of closed beta and is now in soft open beta. So let's jump right into it today. So the first thing we want to talk about is the visuals and the sounds. The graphics in this game look great. It looks really nice. You know, the details and everything is really good looking. It's running on DirectX 11, which if you've watched any of our other Free-to-Play Friday videos, you know we love the new DirectX 11 software. It is 100 times better than DirectX 9 ever was. It allows you to have better graphics and still maintain very nice frame rates. What about the sounds? The game has really good sounds. Everything sounds good. You know, nothing too, nothing really wow factor-ish. You don't play the game and think to yourself, wow, this game sounds absolutely amazing. But at the same token, you don't really ever, have an issue where, wow, this sounds weird, or this doesn't sound very cool, or whatever. So the game is a third-person co-op shooter, as I already said, and you have several different. It is definitely very fast and action-paced, but you're working with a team and you're doing different missions and stuff on planets. You join a mission, and you have up to 3 other people with you that is playing along with you. You can use guns. You have a primary and a secondary. As you see Jacob switching here to his dual pistols, which is a secondary, and he also has the primary weapon. And then you also have your melee, your sword, which is really cool. You can actually, they just introduced in the latest update assassination and stuff, different stealth type options with your sword and stuff, so it's becoming very more usable. You can charge up your sword to do huge attacks, so it just adds another layer to the game, which is really cool. You also have different special abilities. Each different character you have, like some have shock and stuff, some have different things, but they allow you to do cool stuff like that as well, which is really cool. So what about the connection of the game? What about lag issues, things like that? You don't really see it too much in the game. Every once in a while, we did have some issues a couple times where it seemed like whenever we joined matches, we kept getting disconnected from each other. The match would still start for whoever was the host, but the other person would get dropped for whatever reason. But that was just one night of playing out of probably about 6 or 7 nights of it or something like that. So it's not something you see too often, and it doesn't seem like there's ever any real lag issues in terms of people jumping around the screen or anything like that. The game's definitely very satisfying. It's very fun. It keeps you intrigued in several different ways, including the fast action, but also you have what's called mods that you can get for all of your different weapons and melee weapons and things like that, and for your armor. And these mods allow you to do different things, like add different abilities and stuff, like flames, fire damage to your swords, things like that, which is really cool. So all these different things really keep it, satisfying, because you're searching for new mods, you're, doing the different missions. They have different mission types, whether they're assassinations or escorts or espionage or whatever they may be. But it definitely keeps you drawn in and is very satisfying, and the rewards are satisfying as well. The community seems really cool. It's a co-op based game, so you kind of expect people to be talkative and stuff, which they are. You don't hear a lot of people voice chatting in the game, but you do see a lot of people using the global chat system, which just got a huge overhaul as well in this latest update, which is a nice thing to see too, and it is a lot better than it was. The only downside to the community is, and I'm unsure if it's because the game just came out of closed beta or beta or whatever, but there's not a lot of people online at any one time, it doesn't seem like. You're talking maybe total in the game playing, 500, 800 is about the range I've seen. Again, this could just be because the game just came out of closed beta, because it is a really fun game, and I don't see why people wouldn't be playing it, especially since it's completely free. What about the customizations? The game's very customizable in terms of colors. You really don't have, you can't change every little thing about your character. Instead, what you can do is you can buy a new frame, which just gives you new abilities, and it also changes the way you look. But you have to build a whole or buy a whole new frame in order to change the way you look, and the frames are predetermined in how they look, meaning you can't customize just the helmet, just the legs, anything like that. However, you can customize all the different colors and stuff of your entire character, your weapons, your pets, anything like that, which is really cool. There are a lot, not a ton of unique features. The game kind of meshes everything together. You know, a lot of things from different games. That is, you know, shooter games, action games, you know, stealth games. You know, they kind of all got jumbled into this game, and it works out really well for the game. I'm not saying that's a bad thing at all, but I'm just saying there's not a lot of things that are necessarily unique about the game, but there are a couple things. The melee style of the game is definitely a unique feature. Just the way that it's used and stuff within the game and the way it's integrated is very unique. It's very fun. It's very rewarding when you you know, kill people and stuff with it. So it's definitely a plus of the game. The other thing is you can pretty much run on everything. You can run across the wall. You can run up a wall. You can do backflips off the walls. You can run and jump up containers. It's really cool, the ability you have to do all this different stuff. You know, so that's definitely a unique feature as well. It is very co-op centered, as we mentioned, and then the other unique feature that we like about the game is it almost has like a card style type mod and upgrade system, and that is that when you have your guns and stuff, you find mods throughout the levels laying around, which if you were paying attention at all, you might not have noticed it, but Blizzard actually picked up one a little while ago here in this game that you're watching. But you have mods, and you can put these mods on your guns, on your melee weapon, as I mentioned before, on your Warframe, and they just do different stuff for you. You know, and it's very unique the way they do the upgrades and stuff. For example, even to upgrade the mods and stuff, once you have them, you find fusion cores, which you can then fuse with the mods, and it makes them stronger. You know, so definitely a different type of style in terms of upgrading your character and stuff than what you normally see in a game. But overall, it's a really fun game. Like I said, the community is not too huge right now. I do expect that the game will pick up now that it's out of closed beta. I think it's definitely going to do a lot better, you know, in terms of, you know, you're going to see a lot more people playing and stuff. Not that it's not doing well already. The graphics, they look great. Everything about the game is fun. It doesn't really, you know, get boring, in my opinion. I think it's, you know, I love co-op games personally, so I think that's a great thing about it. There you guys have it. Thanks for watching the video, and make sure you guys subscribe to the channel, and also please do us a huge favor and like this video and give it a share if you don't mind. We appreciate all the feedback we get from you guys about these videos. If there's any games that you guys would like to see us review that are free to play, let us know in the comments below. Alright guys, have a good one, and until we see you in the game. Later.